Hello, everybody, and welcome to Teen Mom Shade Room. Now, y'all, we are about to talk about Rachel from Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. Now, if you guys don't watch Young and Pregnant, because I know a lot of people only watch like Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2, Rachel is from the series Young and Pregnant, and I think they're in their third season right now. She's a new cast member and she's, very wild. Some people say that she reminds them of Janelle, like the younger Janelle. I think that she's like 16, about to turn 17, or 17, about to turn 18. But one thing is for sure, she's not 18, about to turn 19. So MTV went out and found these two new girls. One is named Kaya. I think she's like 17. And one is named Rachel. They're fairly new. They're fairly green. And I heard, because somebody DM'd me and told me, don't know if this is true, but they signed those contracts for MTV to come in and invade their entire life for Young and Pregnant for $16,000 the entire season. Now, compare $16,000 that these young and pregnant moms are getting to the 300,000 that teen moms are getting. That is crazy. MTV needs to be ashamed of themselves, because literally the new girls have been giving everything they've got to this young and pregnant franchise, and Rachel has been literally showing her entire ass for $16,000. Please let it sink in. Now, if you guys don't know who Rachel is, or you're not familiar with her character, I'm about to include this clip right here, which will pretty much show the type of person who we're about to talk about. Okay, so now that you're kind of caught up on who Rachel is, I would just like to say, beautiful girl. I understand that she comes from the country and it's a lot of things that we don't know about her home life, but she did leave her baby. She is 17 and she's admitting to going to get fucked up, and MTV is recording all of this. And of course they can't interject, but I feel like, damn, it's a 17-year-old girl talking about she about to go get fucked up. Like, what are y'all gonna do? Whatever. So anyway, as we all know, Christmas time has passed and she decided to upload videos of her kids. Well, she only has one kid, but like the whole family was there. So she decides to upload a video of her kid unwrapping one of her gifts, and it just so happened to be a food item. And let's look at the video.
Snake! Did you? Now you do.
Your favorite snack!
Hazel Ray. Merry Christmas!
You didn't know?
Your favorite snack!
Did you?
Okay, so if you guys didn't catch it, rewind it, because a roach popped out as she was unwrapping the video. So she had this to say when she started realizing she was getting negative publicity, because the video went viral. All of the Teen Mom fan pages reposted it, and she was basically like, damn, y'all act like y'all ain't never seen a roach before in y'all life. She goes on to say, it's hot weather down here and we had the tree next to the door. So if roaches came in, it is what it is. Stop acting like y'all ain't never seen a roach before. Now, before I start reading some of my comments on my Instagram page, I would just like to say that I kind of want to give her the benefit of the doubt, because everything that she said is true. If you leave a tree next to the door, then maybe, you guys, I don't even know what to say. It wasn't a cockroach, it wasn't a water bug. If you can raise your hand and say that you've had water bugs in your house, then I will respect you, because I understand that water bugs come in as it rains. And water bugs are those huge, like cockroach looking bugs that just come in, when it's wet outside, and you might have one or two in your home. Nene Leakes was a victim of this. Somebody went into her home and recorded the fact that she had roaches and they were actually water bugs. It's a big difference, okay? Let me just tell you. Water bugs come in because it is wet outside. It's been raining, blase, blase. Now, the roach that I saw in this video was like a baby roach or maybe an adult roach, but it was still a roach, not a cockroach, not a water bug. So the criticism was very high of her. And, look at the comments from my page. I will read some of them. The comment that stood out to me the most, I don't want to put anybody's name in my video, so I'm not, But a comment that stood out to me the most was they said, "This ain't shit. Until you get a white roach in your house, you ain't got roaches." I have never seen a white roach in my life. So I'm commenting back with this person and I'm like, what do you mean a white roach? They're like, albino roaches. When you have roaches so bad that you look up one day and you have an albino roach in your house. And I did not believe him and I had to Google it. Is there a such thing as white roaches or albino roaches? And damn it, this person was telling the truth. You see a white roach in your house when you have a manifestation of roaches, like cut on the light and roaches scatter. You're eating a plate of food and like 10 roaches are crawling on your seat. You will see an albino roach. So I was just grossed out because I'm like, this motherfucker ugly as hell. Like, I can't imagine seeing an albino roach. I can't imagine seeing a roach, period. But I will say that I have seen water bugs, and it's a definite difference. But I don't want to fault her too bad because she's only 16, 17. And as if you guys have seen from the videos, it's pretty much your parents' responsibility to keep roaches away. I understand that seeing from the video and how she lives, it's pretty much pliable that she might have roaches in her house just by seeing what she says. But I want to keep in mind that she's still just a 17-year-old about to turn 18-year-old. That's not her house. She's already said that her house is some shit. So if she does have roaches, I don't think that she needs to get like absolutely bullied for it. But the comment section was not nice. And I've also visited Teen Mom Fans, and I've also visited Teen Mama Drama, and the comment sections were not nice. Everybody was reading her for filth. Nobody had a compassionate heart. Like, the one person that tried to have a compassionate heart on my page got chewed the fuck out and accused for having roaches in her own house. Like, this is how funny and comical and ridiculous this shit was. Okay, so let's start reading some of these comments. I'm not gonna read all of them, but just a couple. Somebody said, if there's one roach, there's 100. Ask anybody in the bug industry. That's never just one. Somebody said, oh fuck. Somebody says, that's because they're white trash. Somebody says, they're so gross, it's not even funny. A lot of people were just like, ew. Somebody says, there's never just one around. Stop lying. So she's catching hell straight off the bat. Somebody says, they're so ridiculously filthy. The family we needed to replace the other messes. Somebody said, probably came from the MTV camera crew. Somebody said, I don't understand how CPS isn't involved. She's clearly on drugs. They are always fighting, and the video is just further proof the kids aren't taken care of. Other people are just laughing their ass off in the comments. Y'all, the CPS comment really got me because a million people around the world have roaches, y'all. You can't call CPS on a million people over a roach. Like, they'll never pick up the phone again. So continuing, somebody says she definitely gets food stamps. Don't know what that has to do with anything besides the fact that she was wrapping her daughter's snack. Somebody says, did she ever say who the dad was? Another irrelevant comment. So somebody else says, she is so gross and this just did me in. People are like, bitch, what the fuck? They can't believe that she uploaded this video and didn't, fact check or proof check to see that a roach was coming out of the wrapping paper. So, my comment section had me weak, but I honestly have to say that I don't feel like she deserves all of this, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because she only made $16,000 from Teen Mom, and people automatically feel like, okay, she's off of WIC, she's off of food stamps, she's rich now, she made it. No, her and Kaya are not guaranteed a spot in Young and Pregnant, if there's even going to be a Young and Pregnant next year, because the ratings were not what MTV was hoping they would be by bringing in two new hot messes when Kaya isn't really a hot mess. She's kind of more on the boring side of messes. Honestly, I like Rachel, and if Teen Mom was smart, they would move her to Teen Mom 2. I understand that she's very young, but the drama in her life is chaotic. If they were smart, they would move her and Ashley Siren to Teen Mom 2 and cancel Young and Pregnant. Because besides the ratings, I thought that the season was going to offer me more, but I've literally been kind of bored. You know what I'm saying? Kind of bored. I usually watch Teen Mom 2 and Young and Pregnant, but the last couple of nights I kind of turned Young and Pregnant off. And I was like, no, I got to watch this because, my fan page is going to be asking about it. So then I watch it and I find myself fast forwarding certain people like Brianna from Young and Pregnant. Like, she literally has no storyline this season. And I also fast forward Kaya, like, because she's not talking about anything. She's just there with her girlfriend. So honestly, I just feel like if MTV was smart, they would cancel the series and embark on Teen Mom 2 with these new people as they're phasing out the old people. Because I honestly feel like at this point, Kale, Leah, and Chelsea need to be phased out because they've had their time on Teen Mom 2 and their storylines are redundant and kind of a snooze fest. If you phase them out and phase these new people in, yes, people are going to be like outraged at the beginning, but they're either going to look at it or they're going to cut it off. Now, people love Chelsea, but honestly, you guys stop it. Like, you guys know that her time is come and gone. All of these girls' time is come and gone, actually, because their kids are like 10, 11, 12, 13. What are you going to do?